Hi Stampin' friends, I'm Beth Arnold with craftwithbeth.blogspot.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Virginia. Thank you for joining me today. In this video, I want to share a sneak peek of the new Stampin' Up! Paper trimmer. The new paper trimmer is available for demonstrators to pre-order during the month of October. The date for the customer release has not been confirmed at this time. Hopefully it will be soon. I was sad to hear that the old trimmer was being retired, but I was also looking forward to seeing any of the changes and updates to the new style of trimmer. So I'm happy to present that to you today. Right away, I noticed that the new trimmer is not as high or thick as the old trimmer. It also sits closer to your work surface. It feels lighter in comparison. I also noticed that there is a hole at the top of the trimmer to hang it up on like a pegboard. On the back, I noticed there is no storage tray for extra blades. There is no locking mechanism at the top of the new trimmer. Instead, when you lift up the cutting arm, you will see a little bump out on the top and one on the bottom where it will catch the clear arm and keep it locked into place when you're not using it and when you're cutting. When you extend the arm outwards, there is no foot on the bottom of the extended ruler arm to move down or up when in use. Instead, you'll see little feet on the bottom of the expandable ruler to help keep it level with your work surface. I like these little feet on the bottom of the expandable ruler. That way you don't have to worry about opening and closing the foot. They're all built in right there for you. There are 3 horizontal rulers on the new trimmer, one at the top, the middle, and at the bottom. I really like the horizontal ruler in the middle of the new trimmer because it helps keep the shorter pieces lined up as you're cutting them. The cutting track is very similar to the old one. It has the clear arm with the 2 blades sliding across it. You have one for scoring that's in the lighter color, just like we had before, and one in the darker color for cutting, just like we had before. The good thing about the new trimmer is that you can put the blade all the way up at the top and get them out of the way completely, or all the way at the bottom completely. They're very easy to remove. You're going to line up the blade with a small little notch right here at the bottom of the trimmer like you did before. Bring it up, slide it just about to the top of that little hole, lift up one side, bring it down slightly, and the other side will pop up. You can do that with the same with the scoring blade. This is the new cutting blade. This is significantly larger than our previous cutting blade. I'm really excited about the new blades. Having a deeper blade means that it will cut paper more efficiently, more smoothly, and more pieces at once. Here is our new scoring blade. As you can see, it is much wider. It is also flatter to give you a cleaner and more precise scoring line. I also like how the blades will grip onto your clear track. Before, our blades only hooked on by 2 pieces, back here and right here. Sometimes that made the scoring blade or the cutting blade wiggle just a little bit. You can see here just how different both of the scoring blades are. You can see the difference as well in the old blade versus the new blade. The new blade is significantly higher and wider. You can see that the older blade is much smaller and more compact, closer to the plastic piece here. Another of the bigger differences with the new paper trimmer versus the old paper trimmer is the cutting track here. It is not removable and it is much more narrow than our previous trimmer. This will also help to keep the cut more precise. Replacement blades come in a 4-pack for $12. So each blade is $3, which is the same price per blade as previously. I'm sure you're all wondering how this paper trimmer cuts. And let me tell you, it cuts like a dream. Open up your clear arm, slide on your paper, put it to the mark you would like, close your tray, and cut. Look how beautiful that cuts. No jagged edges, no bits of paper coming off. Everything is smooth, and the cuts are straight. Let's see how many pieces of designer series paper we can stack on top of each other and still cut. This is 4 layers. Yeah, but cut through all 4 layers with no trouble at all. You can also cut pieces of cardstock. Simply line up your piece of cardstock, lower the clear arm, and cut. No jagged lines, cuts are straight, no frayed edges. This looks awesome. Let's see how many pieces of cardstock we can cut at once. So this is 2 layers. That was really cool. I didn't feel any catching, no jagged edges, no nothing. So this is 4 layers. Okay, so 4 layers had just a little bit of trouble. But I still say that's very good. You can get through almost 3 layers of cardstock. The area where the clear cutting arm hooks into the top of the platform is ridged so that it catches nicely and keeps it closed, as well as the top bump out. It's at the top as well as the bottom. Sometimes this makes it difficult to cut paper on the diagonal. You may not be able to get a clearer cut up at the top or at the bottom. I'm not as concerned about this because I don't cut on the diagonal as often, but when I do some different fun folds, it is nice to have that. Sometimes when I'm prepping for class, I will score many of the cardstock bases for a class, and then I will slide them off to the left across the trimmer. But with this one, I found that the arm, the expandable ruler arm, is right here, and it does have a little bit of a lip or a ledge that does block the paper from sliding over easily. It's just as easy to open the arm if I'm cutting and scoring many pieces for class. Overall, I'm really happy with the new trimmer. I do like that the blade is wider and much deeper, and you can cut more than 1 piece of cardstock at a time. I like that the scoring blade is longer as well as narrower for more precise scoring. And I do like that there is imperial and metric on, for the most part, on the trimmer. I would have liked to see the metric on this side as well, because if you are following a metric pattern, it would be nice to have on the left side here. I'm thrilled that the replacement cutting blades come in a pack of 4 instead of 2. That way blades are always ready when you need them. Again, overall, I am really happy with the new trimmer. Some of the things will take a little bit of time to get used to, but the benefits definitely outweigh any of the negatives. I would love to hear what you think of the new trimmer. Leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. I will also put additional photographs of the new paper trimmer on my blog. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to be notified of my new videos. The information about the paper trimmer with the item numbers for the paper trimmer and the 4-pack replacement blades will be in the description box below, as well as the link to the companion blog post to see additional photos. If you don't have a demonstrator and would like a catalog, I'd be happy to send you one. Please submit your request by email to craftwithbeth@gmail.com with your complete mailing address. Thank you for spending time with me today. Until next time, happy stamping!